I took him out of school in the 10th grade. We'd had all we could take.
Yeah.
And I go to the principal, and actually went to they sent me to the vice principal, and she was a lady, and I expected her to, be trying to do things to talk me out of taking him out. And she pointed up on the wall. She said, "You see that boy right up there?" And I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "That's my boy." She said, "I took him out in the 10th grade too." He's doing by far better with his finances than I ever did.
Yeah.
I mean, he's saving money. He's got things good. He's got his money growing for him. He's got,
Wow.
He's just doing great.
One of the big shots came and they were like, "How many years of education did it take for you to do this?" He says 10 years.
Well, thank you. Tonight we're talking to Rob and Wanda.
Yeah.
Wanda, I can't remember, it was your email or your, well, I'm Steve and this is Colleen, my wife. And I think it was your email said something about diamonds.
Diamond Diva.
Diamond Diva.
I sold jewelry for 30 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You must know Deborah Doty then.
Pardon?
You must know a lady named Deborah Doty. She sold jewelry too.
Did she? I don't know that name.
I'll do that for you, Debbie, in case you happen to see this.
Just in case.
Anyway.
Did you make them yourself, or
No.
just worked in a jewelry
I
store?
actually worked for a high fashion jewelry company out of Texas called Premier Designs.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
We did home parties.
Oh,
and-
okay. I think I've been to.
You probably
That
have.
sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were in business almost 30-something years.
32 years.
Yeah.
32 years.
And we were there a good portion of that, weren't
Yeah.
we? Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So let's jump back. You guys just drove in, coming across country.
We
This
did.
is a brand new to you rig that you've got to know real well because
Woo, what a story. Oh, do you want me to share that story?
sure, yeah. I mean, you can give us the short version.
I'll try to
The
give you.
condensed version,
Yeah, I don't know
yeah.
if I know any short
You know,
versions.
you want me to tell it?
You don't tell it good enough. Oh, good. She probably have more truth in it. No, you can interject if I get carried away. We decided several years ago to go on to just sell everything we had and just go full-time RV and just change life, and all our kids are raised and gone, and we're going to summer or winter where they are, and kind of spend the holidays with them, and then during the rest of the year our goal is to maybe go to South Dakota, Montana, or wherever and work camp during the summer, and just see the sights and do the things, work a little bit, and then come back home for the winter. And so we decided to do that. That was 2 years ago. No, that was
A little about 2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago. Put our house for sale. It was 4.5 acres, and we had 2 Airbnb cabins on our property, and we just missed the market by about 6 months.
Oh,
When everything was really hot and everything was selling, and it was like, if we'd have been 6 months earlier, but we missed it.
yeah.
So therefore we took 2 years to sell our property.
Wow.
And anyway, it was still, I don't know, we feel like it was
Well,
the
the
Lord's
Lord
timing.
used it though,
Yeah,
because
he did. We're not complaining.
In that time period, we had 2 teenage grandchildren from different, one from our son and one from our daughter, who called wanting to get away from toxic friends. And neither one of them,
Teenagers called in. and asked
teenagers, yes.
them? Wow, that's cool.
Neither one of them's mother had taken them out of school, her and her sister, and did not start the homeschooling process. So she'd not graduated. And the other one quit school because the teacher told him he was the stupidest child she'd ever taught.
Wow.
Actually, he's brilliant
Yeah.
and was just kind of bored, I guess.
Right.
But anyway, so they came and stayed with us during that time period. We got them connected with somebody to get their GEDs. They did that. And, so the Lord used that time
Sure.
Yeah.
to help us to bless those.
I was going to say.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really good. This whole transition has been. In the meantime, we had gotten an Airbnb for 1 week while we were waiting on the coach to be fixed. Well, when we got to know this other lady, and she was like, when she found out we were paying somewhere to stay, she's like, "No, ma'am." She said, "Y'all are coming to my house." And so we went to her house and stayed the remainder. We stayed 1 week in an Airbnb, and the other folks, they would have had us to their house, but they just didn't have room.
Yeah.
And they did call later and
Complete
say,
strangers.
"Yeah." So anyway,
Not
we were.
strangers anymore.
Yeah.
No.
But
Her being a single mom, she was she was the COO for a company there in Springfield, which is just right outside of there, and just nice, wonderful folks. And anyway, her house, she had some things needed done around the house. So I said, "I'm not going to sit around here." And so anyway, I went to the Jerry's, what was the name of that? It's like a Home
Jerry's
Depot or
Home
something.
Improvement.
Oh, okay.
I bought a weed eater, and I come back, and I don't know if you know about Oregon, but the blackberries will just about tote that place off.
Yeah.
I mean, they are thick and big old. I mean, the vines are big as my thumb,
Yeah.
and they were kind of encroaching her home.
Oh, okay.
So I spent 2 weeks whacking on them things, didn't I?
Okay.
I whacked them blackberries back, and
Boy, there's a few. You're an arborist. I'm just trying to think if we could, disable your coach for a couple of weeks here.
Anything you need here.
I
He
think
has
you're
a weed eater.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh
Well, we're gonna
boy.
need that real soon. But
Yeah, that's
not quite
right.
yet,
But anyway, those folks just took us in, and it was a crying time when we all left. I'll be honest with you. We had one of the boys of the ranching family had a birthday, and we had a party for him just before we left, and it was I don't know. They're people that will be friends of ours for life, and
Amazing.
it's just amazing how that works. And
From
We're-
the potato chip aisle to friends in life. Friends for life. Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
goodness. So anyway, we did stayed with those folks and had a great time. We also did some traveling. We was able to go out to the coast quite a bit, and went out to Florence a couple of times, and up to Newport, and I think we went down to Brookings one time, and went to the redwoods.
Nice.
Crescent City.
Crescent City. We went there. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we did some traveling and really just
Tell
got.
him about your sister.
No, I didn't. My sister, one of the things that we were looking forward to in a sense was my sister and I kind of had a problem.
Became estranged.
When my parents passed away, I was left as the administrator of the estate. And it was just before COVID. And also just before COVID, the lawyer that we decided to let handle the estate embezzled not our money, but he embezzled somebody else's money.
So
And
they shut his.
the good thing was my parents didn't have a lot of money, but they did have their estate. But and so it wasn't anything. He wasn't anything trying to do anything wrong to us. It was, and I don't really think he was. And what he did was wrong. But that threw him in the light and took his license away, and so that
So
threw
they shut down his office for 2
Yeah,
years.
so you can imagine-
everything that was in there was locked.
yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
except for the investigators and stuff.
along with COVID and along with all it took 5 years to get the estate closed.
Oh my goodness.
And there was a little bit of money, and there was a few things. And anyway, we just kind of got estranged. And
Yeah. Oh,
they
that's too bad.
them living 3,000 miles out here, and it just, I don't know. But when we were able to,
Long story short,
Yeah, long story short, we pulled up to their house, and they saw us get out of the truck, and they came out of that house as excited to see us as I've ever seen. And I wanted to talk to them about it because it kind of hurt. They kind of threw some, "We don't trust you," because of all this time that it's taken, and it was none of my. I couldn't do anything about it. None of it.
Yeah.
And so anyway, we decided just to drop it. Just we're gonna live and let live, forgive and forget,
Yeah.
and it's just been a blessing.
Great.
So we were able to get reunited with them, and
Neat.
That's nice.
that was a this whole trip has just been a blessing. I know we're not home yet, but
Now where's
Well,
home?
are you home now?
we are in our house.
We are home.
Where are you heading? For?
We are. Our home is Chiefland, Florida.
Okay.
That's where we were born and raised.
Yeah.
We're sixth generation Floridians.
That's amazing.
That's just where we're from.
How many first generation Floridians are there? There's not very many. So.
Yeah, there's not. It's a. In our area, there are, because we're a rural,
Oh, okay.
real rural
Yeah, that
area.
makes sense.
One of the few rural areas in Florida, and even it's beginning to get populated.
I
but
bet. Yeah.
that was one of the reasons we left,
Yeah.
because where we moved to was more like, up in South Georgia, was more like Florida was when I was a boy.
Oh, okay.
A little town of 3,000 people, and
Yeah.
that kind of thing. And so
Yeah.
that was one of the reasons we went to Georgia.
Sure.
But anyway, we've got good reason with all the children and grandchildren and great grandchildren to go back now, and
Yeah.
we're just going to winter there. On my daughter's property, we're going to build a pole barn, and we're going to go there for the summer and park this under the pole barn and be there for the winter.
Great.
And then during the summertime, we're going to pull out and do a little traveling, and
Yeah.
just
I love it.
so that.
So you're just starting your RVing? Is that
We are.
Okay.
Yeah. Most of the stories we hear from folks, this makes me laugh a little bit. We ask them, yeah, we had a pop-up camper when the kids were young.
Right.
We got a little trailer when they left, and that wasn't big enough. And they kind of go through steps. You guys just go for it.
Yeah.
Let's just get the big kahuna right off the bat. And get these other things. I love it.
Well, what I was telling you about when she asked about could we possibly do that? Could we possibly go full-time RVing? And I'm like, I've always lived on the edge. I mean, when you start talking about climbing trees, and
You're an arborist,
yeah,
yes.
you kind of live on the edge, and so that didn't frighten me one bit. As far as I just wanted to do something she wanted to do,
Yeah.
because it seemed like most of our life has been focused around my stuff. And she's always been there for me, and she's always been right by my side in everything I did, and some of them were good and some of them wasn't so good.
Yeah.
and I'm grateful for that, and we're just, I don't know how long this will last. It may last 5 years, it may not, so far it's going good.
Yeah.
We really adapted to the smaller place. I mean, our home we could sleep. The home we had, we slept 16,
16.
and everybody had their own. I mean, it was
Wow.
so our house wasn't huge, but it was just kind of stretched out,
Yeah.
and it was kind of
Well, it was set up for people.
yeah, that's what we
It
wanted
was-
it for,
yeah.
was to entertain and
Yeah.
for people to feel. The farmer friend I was telling you about that gave me the 54 Ford,
Yeah. Yeah.
when he lost his home to the tornado, him and his wife came and lived with us for 8 months while they rebuilt their house.
Oh, that's cool.
And so that's what we wanted our home for.
Sure.
And I don't know. It was like there was a
To be a
season.
blessing to other people, and
Yeah.
that's kind of what it's been.
Yeah.
With
And
the
it's-
grandkids, we've had one of them twice.
Yeah.
Well, both of them twice, because then Gracie and Nick came back.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you started telling me, and I interrupted you so you could go eat dinner. You started telling me about the twins, was it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd like to hear that.
Yeah. my daughter Cheryl, she was 40 at the time. The twins are now 5 years old. So she was 40, and so you can do the math on that.
Yeah.
But those little guys were 12 weeks early, and the doctors were, I don't know, doctors today are just, I don't know, they're lacking in, not all of them, I'm sure, but
Yeah.
Well, they had that twin-to-twin transfusion where one of them was getting more blood than the other, and they're
Yeah.
identical. But anyway, one of them was significantly smaller than the other one. Well,
I definitely don't want
it's
to put it
it's
in.
reality, and apparently there's more people that have the issue than you think there is, and
Oh, I don't doubt it.
yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of my family is, and so they're pretty sure it's genetic.
Genetic, yeah.
Yep, and that's another reason for being in Florida, being close to the University of Florida. Hopefully, find another doctor that might be able to help.
Yeah.
she's just not been able to find anybody that wanted to help. It's kind of like they run through. They even had one that took her gallbladder out. Just he said. And then when he got done with that and it didn't do a thing, he's like, "Well,
He
I
said,
guess-
you don't fit into any category. And I looked at him, and he just sort of laid back. And I said, are you telling me this is all in my head? And he goes, pretty much. You need to learn to go home and live with it.
Oh, goodness.
yeah." And
So
it's-
it was in 8 years before I went to somebody else after all of that. And she was interested in helping, but what they did didn't help.
Well, I hate to ask you this because I do want to get back to the story, but I'll ask you anyway, and you guys can shut me down as soon as you want. Are you familiar at all with the carnivore diet? Have you heard
Yes.
of that?
Yes,
Have you
yes.
tried that?
I can't hardly eat anything. Beef for sure is a no.
Really? Beef is a no. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Because if you would have come a year ago, I was about 110 pounds heavier.
Wow.
yeah.
And so we launched on that. She was about 45 pounds, and
So y'all
We-
just eat all meat
mostly she doesn't as much as she's not
I
as strict
cheat
as
all
I am.
the
all
time.
the
And
time.
I'm not super strict. She's much less strict, but
Yeah.
we've cut out a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And, it's just
Processed sugar.
processed sugar is the biggest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any processed
We
foods.
agree with everything you're saying. We
Yeah.
we have
that's
touched on it.
bread
I've-
and pasta and that's what I've cut out. That's so sad.
That's been the hardest.
Yeah,
part.
that is sad. but-
Bread, I
Cereal.
can eat bread for some reason.
Huh.
That's
Really?
that's
So it's
one
gluten
thing
is
that
not the
doesn't
issue,
bother
yeah.
me.
Huh.
But I had a baked potato tonight.
Yeah.
That's all I had.
Yeah.
But I did
And-
have it
and
loaded.
didn't eat but
I
half
did
of
have
that.
a loaded potato, and I
Yeah.
don't normally do that. Normally I
No,
just have
like
butter and
with all
sour
the
cream.
cheese and everything.
I think it probably was.
The cheese.
Yeah.
will
But you
bother
can
me.
you can immediately tell this
You know
isn't going to
it's
be
gonna-
good.
Yes.
So
That's
I've
frustrating.
lost about 50 pounds this year
Yeah.
just from not being able to eat.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
But actually one of the people in Florida that I'm most interested in trying to see is in Tampa. Her name is Dr. Annette Bosworth, and you might want to look up her
That
story.
name is extremely familiar.
She believes that if you can keep your body in ketosis,
Yeah. And that's
that
carnivore.
that your body will heal itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to be able to get there,
Right.
and so I don't know how to get there.
I mean, it's not carnivore.
Not-
is not the only way. But,
Right.
Right.
But
Right.
keto is
Well, keto carnivore.
right.
She
yeah.
she talks about that too, but her story is amazing. You'd be interested in that.
Yeah.
That's been my support system. Has been YouTube. A guy named
Yeah.
Dr. Ken Berry and
Ken Berry,
Ken Berry.
I have heard that name too.
He probably has a video on your situation, and on YouTube, he's got videos on everything.
Yeah.
I'm open to anything, truthfully,
I'm sure you
because
are.
I hear you. Yeah,
yeah,
I hear you.
Yeah.
it's been 20-something years
Yeah.
that I've been dealing with it,
Oh my goodness.
and it also creates. Of course, this past year they told me that I have osteoporosis and malnutrition
Oh really?
from
Because
not
you
being
can't
able
eat
because
much?
you can't eat.
Yeah.
And so it all just comes together. But this Dr. Bosworth, she says that when people come to her, they're chronic.
Yeah.
Their issues are chronic, which means they're in the process of dying.
Yeah.
And so, I'm like, we got to get this fixed.
Yeah, seriously.
Because I'm not ready for,
Yeah.
You're
I
not
mean, I'm ready to go when he's ready for me, but I'm not ready
Right.
to.
You don't want to push it along
No.
any sooner than you have
No.
to.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if there's any way that you could get there. I know that there's just been story after story of amazing healings through
The carnivore.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Oh,
well,
I can eat pork and chicken, so that's good.
Yeah, bacon is a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's and it can you eat eggs?
I can't eat eggs.
Can't eat eggs. Oh. Have you tried duck eggs? And the reason
have
I
not
ask
tried
that is a
duck
lot of
eggs.
people that can't eat regular eggs can eat duck eggs.
I have not
Yeah,
tried
that's
that.
something. Yeah.
So, yeah.
So where do you get those?
There are a lot of farms around here. My cousin. But there's a
there you go.
farm about probably 5 miles from here that often has duck eggs. So, as a matter
So
of fact,
we have a lot of over in our area back home. It's quite a rural, it's a pretty rural area,
uh-huh.
and there are a lot of folks that are doing organic stuff and doing ducks
Yeah.
and chickens, and we can probably find that when we get home, get back.
That's worth the
Well,
try.
if I'm leaving tomorrow morning for breakfast. If you're still here when I get back,
Right.
I have no problem running by there real quick and seeing if they happen to have some, and you can try.
That
Yeah.
would-
There
that
are a
would be
lot
great.
of people that can
Yeah.
get by on duck eggs.
Yeah.
So we can't.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
I had one doctor, she did a blood antigen test
Mm-hmm.
to see what foods that I could eat, and there are
Uh-huh.
very few
Mm,
that I can eat.
yeah.
Nothing was wheat, nothing, but it's surprising, I can eat white bread.
Huh.
I can't eat wheat bread.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That'll
Yeah.
drive you crazy.
Yeah. The whole thing about does drive us crazy.
I
Yeah.
bet it does.
Nothing makes any sense.
No.
Are you okay with this part of it in the video, or would
Sure.
you rather? Okay, just not the.
I
part
mean, there
where
are
it's
people
flushing.
out there that, because I thought I was by myself for a long time.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there
Yeah.
with issues.
Yeah. There
Is
are.
it? May I ask? Is it irritable bowel syndrome, or is it much worse?
No, it's not irritable bowel, it's not colitis, it's not any of that kind of thing. Nobody's given it a name.
Nobody even has a name for
No.
it. Oh my goodness.
But I've taken medications. I can't take like tablets.
Mm-hmm.
No medication in tablet form. If I can get it in liquid, I can take that.
Oh
But
man.
it doesn't break down because it just passes straight through.
I will do my best to find some duck eggs tomorrow. Try to get you started down
It'd be
that.
worth a try.
We'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
if
really
she
would.
could have something she could eat that would be good for her. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's the problem. Well, we don't ever buy 2 meals anymore. And
Oh,
I
sure.
try to let her,
Right.
you pick out what you want and I'll eat the rest
Yeah.
of it, and it's like I'm getting bigger and she's getting littler.
Well, if you can eat pork, that's a start.
Yeah.
I mean that's. Anyway, yeah, the whole ketosis thing. That is processed foods, sugars, flour is
Yeah.
not in that. Pasta is not in that. So it's basically beef, butter, bacon, and eggs for the carnivore.
Yeah.
And can you eat regular butter?
Mhm.
Okay, that's a
Yeah,
positive.
I can eat the butter.
Yeah.
So that's a positive. So, but then with the keto side, there's certain like cauliflower, broccoli,
I can't eat any of
can't
that.
those. Yeah, those are
No vegetables.
Oh, no vegetables at
No.
all. Okay. So keto's going to be a little harder for you
Yeah.
to achieve. Yeah.
That's why I'm interested in
Unless you
talking to her.
move
You
to
know,
the-
I mean, if somebody would just help me with a diet,
Mm-hmm.
try to help me figure out what I can eat, that instead of acting like you got an issue.
I hope they have duck eggs tomorrow. I'm gonna. Okay, if you can be around till the time I get home, I'll zoom home as quick as I've got breakfast with a couple friends in the morning.
Sure.
I could go out there and look too.
Oh, that's true.
I just have to leave.
What
around.
time will you be back? I mean, we don't.
9ish.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
We probably won't pull out till 9:30 or 10 or
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
about.
We'll see.
We
what
try
can
not to-
do.
We try to. We get up. I get up fairly early, but it's
Okay.
just so nice to be able to sit around and read and
Oh, sure.
pray and do whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
For all
Whack
how it is
weeds.
with all our
Whack
working
Whack
life.
weeds.
Paint.
Yeah,
Well, let's get back. It's getting late. I know we probably need to move this along here, but
Oh, don't
we
worry.
were at the point where your daughter at age 35.
40.
40.
40.
Oh, at 40 is when
Yes.
she had it.
Yeah.
She
Okay, I
found, she found out
misunderstood.
she
I
was
thought-
pregnant
Yeah, the
when
kids-
she turned
Okay.
40.
The girls are now 5 years old.
Okay, so
She had them when
she's-
she was 40. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So they were, the doctors both, that's what I was saying about how proud I was of Cheryl, about her. She pretty well just had to let the doctor, because she would come home and say, those doctors are wanting to abort my babies. And and you know, because you know we're who we are, and so I said, well, you know what to say, and so
Well, she had already said it.
yeah, she had pretty well already said, you know, these children belong to my heavenly Father. He's just letting me have them, and so why don't we just do this? You know, let's let him be the decider of what goes on. If he takes them, they're his anyway. And so she just explained that. And when the doctor heard that, he's like, let's go for it.
Good.
And it all just, you know, I mean, with the neonatal care that they had there at the UF and
She was in
They-
the hospital for 2 months
Yeah.
before,
Wow.
I mean, it was just,
they had to take them.
yeah, they had to take them. And
Yeah.
Ella was born first, and she was the little one.
She was 1 pound 5 ounces.
And even today, she's still about that much shorter than her bigger sister.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she's the older one, and she acts like it.
Good for her.
And they're identical, but the mask, they had to put these little teeny oxygen masks on them, and they said that it kind of mashed Ella's little face.
Well, because
so
they
it-
weren't, they weren't firm yet.
Oh, sure.
She was-
Yeah, so it
Yeah.
kind of, it didn't deform her or anything. It just made her not look exactly like her sister.
Oh, okay.
Sort of flattened her face a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're both just as cute as they can be, but you can tell them apart. You know,
And 5 years old and healthy.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
are.
yeah.
they are, and they are full of life.
And they did not go through any of the things that the doctors said they would probably go through.
Really?
Ella had a little bit of issues with her eyes, and so she had to have some regular tests on that. And Abby had a hole in her heart, but she's growing out of that.
Wow.
And neither one of them have really. I mean, you think that's nothing. If they told Cheryl that Ella would need to wear glasses, she doesn't need glasses.
Amazing. That is amazing.
They're perfect.
Yeah.
I love it.
They
So
are.
we're excited about getting back and spending some time with them little guys. And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
10 grandkids?
yeah,
Is that what you said?
10.
Well, they're not all little anymore. We have 3 little ones.
yeah.
They're 5, and then our son has a 6-year-old, and then it's Sydney turns 18, so then it's 18,
Yeah.
20. We have 2 turning 20 in April. 21, 23, 28. Yeah,
Goodness, isn't that something?
yeah.
Oh, man.
Those little ones, though, they're
They've
something.
kind of revitalized the whole family. To be
Yeah.
honest
Oh, I
with you,
bet.
Yeah.
it's kind
I
of,
bet.
it's funny though. Just before Cheryl came and told us she was pregnant, it's like we had all pretty well decided. You know, well, we're done with the babies. You know,
Yeah.
and,
get
Wait
rid
for
of all
great
the
ones.
toys and
Yeah,
all
right.
that stuff. And then all of a
and
sudden,
then all of a
you're
sudden,
like,
here's 2 more.
Wow.
when they found out that we were gonna, the little ones, when they found out that we were gonna be doing this and we were gonna be staying on the back of their mama's property, Abby goes, "Nanny, do neighbors have sleepovers?" Well, these neighbors do.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
then Ella goes, "Well, to have a sleepover, we got to build a what kind of a trail?
Pig
A
trail.
pig trail
Yeah.
back to where we're going to be." And
Oh, that's what they call
From
it?
their house. Their house is up front by the road,
Uh-huh.
and then there's another lot that had this kind of like planted pines,
Oh, okay.
and then our lot is in the back. And so that's what she said. Well, we're gonna have to make a pig trail back to your house. A 5-year-old talking about a pig trail.
That's funny.
that's how they are.
I love it.
One of them's all about the details,
Uh-huh.
and the other one's Well, whatever we got to do it, we'll do it.
Yeah. Oh, how cool.
Or something.
Any grandkids? Great grandkids? Sorry. Any
Yes,
kids?
we have two.
Two great grandkids. Okay.
A
you
2-year-old,
probably mentioned that. Yeah.
A 2-year-old and a 3-month-old.
Wow. Goodness.
Gracie, one of the girls that came and lived with us, she got pregnant, and then she and her husband came and stayed with us for a few months before the baby was born.
Yeah.
So does that mean Ella? What are the twins? Ella and
Ella and
Ella and
Abby.
Abby.
Yeah.
Abby. Does that mean they have an aunt that's 3 months old?
They
Does that
have
work that way?
an uncle
Uncle?
that's 3 months old.
Uncle that's
A cousin.
Cousin. Yeah.
Okay, cousin.
Yeah, they'll be cousins. Yeah.
That could get confused. What is that song? I am my own grandpa.
Don't
Yeah,
get started.
yeah. I'm my old grandpa. my mother, her granddaddy, he was a Smallwood was their last name,
Smallwood.
and he had a peg leg. From here down, it was a wood peg leg.
Yeah.
They called everybody in Levy County called him Peg Leg Smallwood. I never knew him. He was her granddaddy, so
Yeah.
I never knew him. But I've heard stories about him. He remarried. He'd outlived 3 wives,
Wow.
Wow.
and each set of children was like 6 or 8 children.
Oh,
my.
goodness.
And one of them, the last leg, there was like 3 children. The middle leg, there was like 11 children. And so my mama had a uncle that was 20 years younger than her. Through great granddaddy Smallwood.
Oh my goodness.
That goes along with that song.
Yeah, it does. It does totally.
And figure out how it works.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, yeah, keep that all figured out.
Well, I would like to hear how people met.
Oh my goodness. We
If you have time, I know our
Yeah.
time.
certainly, yeah. We went to school, to the same school, our Chiefland High School, and
Yeah.
her family actually moved to Chiefland in 69.
No, in 69.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so she graduated in 74, and I graduated in 76. Well, you had already graduated when I met you, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. When we were at
No, a graduate. No.
I better
Yeah,
let her
did.
tell it. If we're going to get this right, I better let her tell it. Because I remember what I remember, and she probably remembers.
She remembers the truth.
All I remember was it was funny though, the fact that us going to school, she was 2 years older than me, and I never knew her
Oh, okay.
in a little school like that. I mean, I don't know that I'd ever seen her. And then I had a buddy that played ball with me that knew her,
Yeah.
and his name was Jimmy. And Jimmy says, like, you need to meet Wanda. And then one night we did, and when I laid eyes on her, cha-ching, it was like the light went off.
He was
And that-
15
for-
and I was 17.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that was it for me. So anyway, I'll let her
Yeah.
tell this real story.
No, that's
That's just my part of it. I was probably so bum-fuzzled that I didn't know the truth anyway.
that's pretty true. And then when we actually met, we had in Chiefland, there was what they called a Midtown Jiffy, and everybody'd pull up there and sit on the tailgates and
Oh, cool.
visit and that kind of thing. And I don't know whether Jimmy told him to come or not, but anyway, he introduced us.
Mm-hmm.
And the next time I saw you was at a baseball game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Were you thinking, yeah, I can raise him okay?
that still hadn't happened.
I'm out of diapers anyway.
Yeah, I think
that
it's
was-
off of milk.
Yeah, we dated for 3 years,
Yeah.
and then we're married in May of '77.
Excellent.
Yeah, and had
She's got you out climbing trees, huh?
I don't do trees.
Oh, you just
Yeah.
make him do it.
No.
she doesn't do heights. She don't even wear high heels. I knew if we were ever on a job and I saw her pull up, there was something wrong because she did not come to where we were all up in the
See
trees
you up
and
there, huh?
Well, we moved to Hannibal, Missouri for him to go
Oh,
to
okay.
college when he turned 22. That was in '82.
yeah.
because our second baby had just been born, and he was doing tree work, to pay the bills while he
Sure.
was going to school and everything. And so I was going into town one day, and Hannibal is real hilly, and
I've been
I
there,
looked
yeah.
up and saw a man sitting on top of a tree, way on top of that hill, way up there. And I thought, what kind of a fool is that? Come to find out who it was. And I was like, no, I can't do that.
Yeah.
So ever since then, she don't come to jobs
I don't
unless
go to the job.
unless it's an emergency.
Yeah. No
And our
kidding.
son is worse than him.
Really?
Yeah, but Wes has
His
made
favorite
a
thing to do is to hang from the ball on a crane as he's going up.
yeah. Wes kind of was. He was a very difficult youngin as far as he wasn't mean or anything, but he was just he was one of those kids
He
that
was mischievous.
he's the very reason that I can tell all these school districts why they need to be doing vocational teaching
Oh,
and quit trying to teach these youngin. I mean, there's nothing wrong with language arts and English literature and all that stuff. But if you get a young man that just is a working young man, teach him how to do things.
How to climb a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
so anyway,
Yeah.
he has just always had this mind. If he
And he's
wants,
smart.
if he wants to do something, he can do it.
Yeah.
I believe he could fly an airplane if he needed to, and if he.
Well,
But
he was smart too. He's kind of like our Tyler, our grandson, that the teacher told him he was stupid.
Yeah.
They held him back in kindergarten because they said that he wasn't getting it.
Yeah.
And then he could read. He would read at home.
She taught him to read before he went to school.
So then the first grade goes into her first grade finally, and the teacher calls me and she says, "You need to come down here. Wes can't read." I said, "Yes, ma'am, he can." She said, "No, ma'am, he can't. You need to come." So I went down there. She hands him a book and she said, "Would you read this for your mother?" And he starts reading it word for word. She looked at him and she said, "Well, why won't you do that for me?" He said, "I don't want to."
Don't-
And
Simple enough.
that was him, and that's how he looked at school. He's like,
Sure.
"I know all this.
Yeah.
Why do I have to be here?"
Interesting.
But
And then when I took him out of school in the 10th grade, we'd had all we could take.
Yeah.
And I go to the principal, and actually went to they sent me
Vice
to the
principal.
vice principal, and she was a lady, and I expected her to, be trying to do things to talk me out of taking him out. And she pointed up on the wall. She said, "You see that boy right up there?" And I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "That's my boy." She said, "I took him out in the 10th grade too."
Really?
She said, "There are some kids that are just not, this is not where they need to be."
Boy,
And
that's great.
It was. She had a really good attitude, and she said, "You get that young man out there and just start teaching him your trade, and he'll do fine."
Yeah.
And he has. He's
Yeah.
smart as a whip. He knows he's doing by far better with his finances than I ever did.
Yeah.
I mean, he's saving money. He's got things good. He's got his money growing for him. He's got,
Wow.
he's just doing great. And he's still a handful. He loves to hunt. He hunts hogs with dogs. I mean, he'll catch these 300-pound bull hogs and catch them and tie them up and take them home live. He ain't got a scared bone in his body.
Wow. Good night.
He's like a modern day Daniel Boone. But
Yeah.
anyway, his rigging skills with crane work was to me. I didn't ever do a lot of crane work. I did a little bit, but he came along. He started climbing when he was 8 years old. I put him Ferris first, which I'd give him little jobs,
Oh,
and,
sure. Yeah.
and he started, and he's just always been. He can go into that tree. That crane can lower that strap down in there, and he can just look at that thing, because the crane operator does not want you shaking that crane. He don't want that train doing that and all. And if you cut it wrong or you rig it wrong, and it flops and does all this stuff, it'll do that. And
Yeah.
he can. I mean, I've seen him lift. One time when I saw her pull up to a job, and I'm like, "What's wrong?" And Wes had we were in Gainesville at a property that belonged to the University of Florida, and there was a pine tree. It was about this big around at the bottom, and it went up. He had 140 foot of boom out. So when he he rigged the top, and he cut the whole top. Where he cut it at was that big around, and they lifted that whole top out of that tree. And about that time, she comes pulling up.
And there he
And
sits.
she told me what she had to do, and she got out of there. But just things, and that's just a beautiful sight when you see when he makes that final cut, and that crane lifts that thing up like this, and it just turns around and then it just sets that whole top right in the middle of the
Perfectly
road.
balanced.
It's an amazing thing. But the West has always been.
He's gifted at that.
Yeah.
He even
Wow.
one night there was a bad storm and a tree fell across a mobile home, and the man and woman were in the bed, and it fell across them, and they couldn't get anybody to
It was
come
3 o'clock in the
and
morning.
help them.
Oh,
And so
wow.
one of the guys said, "Well, I've got a friend over in Chiefland that I believe will come." So he called Wes, and he said, "Let me get some folks together, and we'll be headed that way." And so they get over there, and he starts. They're asking him, "What do you need us to do?" And he starts telling them. He thought, "Let me walk around and see." And so when he came back, he said, "This is what we need. Do you have what are those airbag things?"
Yeah.
And he said, "Well, I need you to lift it up, and then I can cut it and get the weight off of them, and you can get them out." And anyway, that whole process happened, and one of the big shots came, and they were like, "How many years of education did it take for you to do this?" He says, 10 years.
Different
So-
kind of education.
Yeah, he said, but the education I had was
Just doing it.
hands-on,
Hands-on,
and
just doing
he
it,
just
yeah.
he just has a gift for.
Isn't that something?
And
Yeah,
that tree
it
was
is.
a.
You got a space this big. He can actually take and lay something down in that hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's made a.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing.
We follow a YouTube family. They're homesteaders.
Yeah.
Justin Rhodes and his family, and watch when we can. And they've raised their boys. Well, their whole family. They've got 5 kids, and they've just homeschooled them.
Yeah.
And they're learning all that stuff. I mean, they're out there running heavy equipment, not super heavy. I mean, it's
Right.
mini
Right.
excavators
Yeah.
and mini steers or
Yeah.
skid steers.
Skid
things
steer
like
and
that.
thing. Yeah.
You know, and they're great
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah.
That's what they do, and they come up with these. It's the same kind of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
It is.
And I tell you what, you're not going to see AI up in a tree cutting it. That ain't going to
No.
happen. So his job is very, very secure.
Very secure. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you one more thing, and we need to probably let y'all go here so I can go hunt duck eggs in the morning. I know you've only been on the road a short time, but is there anything you'd recommend to other RVers? Number one, that are thinking about getting into RVing, or number
Yeah.
two, that maybe something that you've come across in your time that you'd recommend?
Yeah. Just finding somebody to buy. Find a good dealer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you that people tried to steer me when friends and people that had bought up things and various people tried to steer me. You need to buy one from an individual. Stay away from them dealers. And all this stuff. And I'm as scared of buying one from an individual as I am from a dealer.
Right.
The thing is find the right individual or find the right dealer.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that can be found because there are good individuals out there that have things for sale. First of all, know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Know your stuff before you go.
Mm-hmm.
I spent 2 years studying this stuff,
Wow.
and I mean, I was on YouTube watching every video I could. She'd come in the evening, and I said, "I got us some more videos to watch."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm finally like, "You take care of it and tell me what we're doing."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are. I mean, RVs are RVs.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
And I think the people that are behind them are the important thing.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'll
Well,
be
give a
honest,
shout out. You're pretty happy with the folks that sold you this, right?
we are.
Go ahead
We're
and give them a shout out.
Yeah, but-
not that they'll ever hear it, but you never know. They might.
well. They're out of Junction City, Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Premier RV Services, and they are in the factory where the Country Coach was built.
Okay.
And Gary, the head guy, was a senior vice president with Country Coach.
Oh, okay.
And so they got the facility, and they house coaches, they refurbish coaches, they consign coaches, they buy them and then resell them.
Yeah.
If anybody that's going into this, especially looking into the used market, needs to understand that you buy something, and when you buy it, it's yours.
Right. That's true.
And
Yeah.
so do your homework. Don't buy the junk.
Yeah.
Buy something that them people say have a good reputation. And that's I don't think they sell anything that doesn't have a good reputation.
Yeah.
They're pretty. From what I understand is that if they don't feel the coach you're wanting to sell doesn't fit into their schedule or to what they want to recommend, they don't buy it or they don't do it.
Yeah. Wow.
So when the motor went bad in this one, or it shut off, it didn't go bad. It just anyway they took it and went right straight to the shop with it, because we hadn't even left with it.
Oh, wow.
We had not even left the place.
Yeah.
And they took it and got it fixed, and said, "There's your coach." And they even after that let us stay another week on their property, plugged into their electricity. And they told us, they said, "Now, if anything else that y'all, we had several little things. One, the commode, the water wasn't coming into the commode like it should.
Yeah.
I called them. They send a tech out. They fix it, and they show us how to work on things. The guys, when they would come out, they'd show me, now in the future, if this happened, this, that, and the other, and so you need to have a little bit of mechanical ability, or either have a thick pocketbook.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm planning on working on doing as much as I can do.
Oh, sure.
I've already fixed some things on here, and it's just like owning a home.
It is.
Right.
It
Just,
is.
you
Well,
know.
even a little harder because your
Yeah.
house at home doesn't move.
Yeah.
that much.
Exactly. Yeah.
Except we had an earthquake here in Nebraska a week ago.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Last Sunday.
It's crazy.
It was like a 4.1, quite a few miles away from here. And I met her in California, so she's a California native.
Oh, okay.
Used to that kind of thing, and we looked at each other. Was that a no? This is, and it was.
This
It
is
was
And it
Nebraska.
was.
We don't have
So,
earthquakes. in
That's
Nebraska.
amazing.
so just a little one, but anyway, all that said.
Yeah.
Well, good. That
Yeah.
sounds good. And you guys are heading home, and then you're going to be home for the summer.
This year.
This summer.
Yeah, we're going to be staying down there this year, because what we had intended to get done in January and February now has moved to
Yeah.
April and May, and so we've got to get where we're going to be living set up and established, and we've
Yeah.
got to get some legal documents taken care of.
Sure. Yeah.
before-
Yeah, we never did get all of our Georgia stuff moved back to Florida, and
Oh,
Well, we
okay.
didn't have an address forever,
Yeah, I
and
was gonna
finally we
say.
just took our daughter's address
Yeah.
temporarily.
Got to
just
do what you got to do. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
Oh man.
yeah,
so it just we had planned to like January, February get a work camping job, say in South Dakota, secured,
Sure.
something that we could go to and stay there for the summer,
Yeah.
and then come home for the holidays and stay through
pictures.
the heart of winter,
Yeah.
and then head back out in the spring. So
Okay.
we decided just go ahead and stay, and then next January and February we'll secure that job and then
Yeah.
head out next year. So
Good. Good.
yeah,
Yeah. You won't have any problem finding a place. I don't think.
yeah, I don't think so.
Hard to
It's-
find good work campers.
yeah,
So.
I think there's, from what we've seen, it seems to be something that they're looking for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
we're
we
excited.
better let you guys hit the hay, and
thank y'all
we
for-
better let her hit the hay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
This is
it's good.
late
We've-
for me.
this
Going
is
to show you a picture of
Are
our
you an early
girls,
bird?
I am.
oh man,
What is that?
Abby and
the
Ella.
twins.
Very cute. Very cute. Got a little sassiness to them, looks like.
Oh, they do that.
How funny.
Yeah.
They're they're good kids. We just, I don't know. There's something about them, and not that they don't cry or
Oh, yeah.
the normal kid stuff, but overall, I would say they're 80% happy.
Yeah.
They're just happy little kids.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. Yeah.
When are
And
you
they've done
when are you
something-
coming- When are you coming coming back? Am I going to be growed when you get back?
Am I going to be grown up when you get back?
Well, because of them, I won't take the air out of your tires and make you stay here. So, we'll let you guys go. But
Yeah.
anyway,
You know, that's one thing that we have seen thus far is everywhere we have been. 'Cause this is the fourth Harvest Host, Boondockers.
Yeah.
Wonderful people.
yeah,
And that's, to us, I mean, I don't say it's been a surprise, but kind of has been a surprise that
Yeah.
Yeah, we
go
just,
ahead.
the place we just left in Cheyenne, it was, those folks, they had an animal rescue, like horses and dogs and things. And just, I mean, just come
Just
on
good
in.
people.
And then we got to what this thing is like kind of like an airplane. You don't want to fly it into a bad storm, you know.
Right.
So we're looking out, you know, and they're talking hail and all that stuff down around
Yeah.
Kansas City and through St. Louis, and that's right where we're headed. And so we decided to stay there an extra day. Sure, that'll be fine. And then the weather went on through down there, and it snowed 5 inches on us there, which was fine. We just brought the slides in
Yeah.
and turned the heater because they had a 50 amp. We just plugged up
12
and,
degrees, I guess.
Yeah.
12 degrees.
Yeah, and we just sit there and
Got
enjoyed the beautiful.
Cozied up, huh?
Only thing would have made it better is the fire.
Yeah.
And they-
Yeah.
And they told us, they said, you know, this time of year, y'all, we don't have anything going on. Y'all are welcome to stay and just make yourself at home. You know. and-
Yeah. Yeah. Same thing here. If you any reason you need to stay, you're welcome to.
I
But,
appreciate
yeah,
that.
It's we've had some 200 nights worth of guests here that over the
Great.
past 3 years. And,
Yeah.
great people.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's part of what spurred on this whole story thing, and I'll leave you with that
Great.
little thing, show you what we're going to be doing here.
Great. Yeah.
Anyway, well, we appreciate it, and
Yeah.
glad you guys could be here. And if there's anything you need in the next few hours other than duck eggs, let me know. Let us know.
We give them duck eggs a try.
Absolutely.
It'll be worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's worth a try, I'm sure. When
Yeah.
you,
It is. It is. Yeah.
Well, thanks so much.
Yeah.
You sit
Thank
down.
you.
I'll turn off the camera here, and we'll
Thanks.
Yeah.
do some good.